Bingo is one of Britain's favourite pastimes. It was brought in during World War II and has been around ever since. But is the faithful bingo hall dying out? Andrew Collier is manager of Beacon Bingo Loughborough and has been in charge for nearly a year. I asked him what makes his club different to the rest.
To be fair, we do a lot of the same things that every other bingo hall does. Obviously we offer free machines, bars and cafe, and actually of course the main game of bingo as well. I think we'd probably like to say the difference here is more the personal service that we can give. We are a smaller club, we're more of a community based club as well. And so we know a lot of our customers by their first names and stuff like that. So I think we can probably give a little bit more of a personal service than maybe some of the bigger generic brands can offer.
Gala and Mecca are Beacon's biggest rivals. They have more clubs in the UK than any other bingo hall. But does this affect the service that they give their loyal customers?
Gala and Mecca, they do what they do very well. They offer cheap bingo and inflated prize money, which packs people in. But they are bingo factories at the end of the day. They just, you're a conveyor belt. You come in, you sit down, you play bingo, and you go out again. And whilst they have good service for what they do, it's a very impersonal service because that's all they can do with that amount of people.
67 67. 28 in the same 28. 48 48.
Loughborough is a thriving town with a top 25 university and many top high street brands which attracts all ages. But I wonder, does this affect Beacon in admissions of both young and old?
It depends really. It's hard to generalise because we have 14 sessions afternoon and evening, and if you were to ask me on an afternoon basis, then yes, I'd say very much it is still an older generation. But if you were just talking about evening sessions, then I'd say no, actually it probably always has been and always will be a middle-aged pursuit. Actually, because the elder generation tend not to come out in the evenings anyway, and if you go back into bingo history, then actually it is probably more sort of the middle-aged, 50 plus sort of age that tend to come in on an evening anyway. Afternoons, once again, no, it is a very different story. You do get more OAPs coming in.
The bingo industry took a hit in July 2007 when the government introduced a smoking ban in all public buildings. This affected everyone, but no one saw the biggest killer come in: online bingo. Online bingo made £82 million in 2015. This is minimal compared to actual bingo halls themselves, but their income is dropping as online bingo is more convenient to the younger generation. The question remains, however, how do you get young people to come into bingo halls?
Those front doors that we have are a barrier. It's the fear of the unknown, and actually a lot of young people who probably enjoy playing bingo online daren't actually come into the clubs because they just don't know what to expect. So what we are attempting to try and do is sort of get the inside outside, so try and let people see what it's like in the club before they actually step foot in it. And then it may not be such a huge step for them to walk inside the building, but I think that's what one of the big barriers is, because we're a membership as well and stuff like that. So I think those are the barriers which maybe stop young people trying us.
Loughborough is a growing town with a new cinema complex opening later this year. The hope is it will bring business to local businesses and is located just down the road from Beacon.
The only thing that we can guarantee from the cinema opening is that more people will come to this area at night time, and that's pretty much all we can guarantee. There will be more footfall, whether they walk past our door or come in from town, I don't know, like I says, but whether those people then see the bingo and decide to go and play in it, once again, is a massive unknown. As a personal point of view, I'm not banking on getting anything from it at all. I think it'd be foolish to believe that people who are going to go and watch the cinema would go watch a film, come out and then play bingo. A lot of people go with kids, so they can't do that anyway. The only thing that I can think of doing, it may raise our profile and people might recognise that there is a bingo club within Loughborough, but then it's up to us to entice them to come in.
The future is unclear for bingo halls. No one knows what will happen in the future, but the hope is that Beacon Bingo will survive. It survived the smoking ban in 2007, so maybe it will survive online bingo.
I firmly believe that this, Loughborough will always have an independent bingo club within it.